Well, hello, fellow film fans, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tyler's Real Movie Talk. And in this video, I am so excited to get into this video because it's going to be the start of a new series I'm going to be doing that is going to be called A Blast from the Past Movie Reviews. And really what it's going to entail is me reviewing older movies. Now, it could be 10 years older, it could be 20 years older, it could be 30 years older, it could even be just a year older, or even 6 months. Just movies I haven't had a chance to review because I just started my YouTube channel this year, and they're really movies that I really believe that you guys should definitely check out and give a chance to, you know what I mean? And this first movie I'm going to be reviewing, I am so excited about. I just watched it for the first time, believe it or not, a few weeks ago. And it is Steven Spielberg's Catch Me If You Can, starring Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, I love this film, but before we get into all the reasons why I love this film, I do gotta say, if you want more blasts from the past movie reviews, or you're just a movie talk fan, or you're just a movie review fan, and you just like watching movie reviews, definitely consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell down below, which will notify you anytime I have any new content coming out. But with that out of the way, let's dive right into this Catch Me If You Can review. So I'm going to read you guys the plot synopsis for maybe some of you who have not heard of this movie and you don't really know what I'm talking about when I say Catch Me If You Can. So the plot synopsis right from the webpage of IMDb goes as follows. A seasoned FBI agent pursues Frank Abagnale Jr., who before his 19th birthday successfully forged millions of dollars worth of checks while posing as a Pan Am pilot, a doctor, and a legal prosecutor. So obviously the plot synopsis, look, you read me that, I'm hooked. And then you tell me that Tom Hanks is playing the FBI agent and that Leonardo DiCaprio is playing the con man in Frank Abagnale Jr., I'm sold. That's all I need to know, and you tell me Steven Spielberg's directing it. Look, this is like a dream team of actors and a director, you know what I mean? Like, it really is. So, I mean, I was so excited to watch this movie, and I gotta say, this movie came out in 2002, so it was really at the peak of Leonardo DiCaprio when he was starting to come up and rising up as a star. And this movie's great. I mean, and let's just get right into the things that I love about this movie. Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio are great. Their chemistry is great. Now, look, they don't share a ton of on-screen time together, but when they do, it's fantastic. I mean, you're just watching two, maybe the greatest actors of all time, you know, in the same movie. And it is really everything. That duo is everything a film fan or even a casual fan would hope that it would be. So that's reason number one why I love Catch Me If You Can. Reason number two is the tricks that Frank Abagnale Jr., Leonardo DiCaprio's character, the tricks that he plays on the FBI agent played by Tom Hanks is absolutely fantastic. And it's so interesting, the tricks that he plays. And, you know, it's even kind of funny in a way. Like, you know, I mean, the first time they meet, you know, Tom Hanks thinks that he has this guy, you know, he's trapped. He's basically in a hotel room, and the FBI's closing in on him. And he gets in there, and he's basically telling Leonardo DiCaprio's character to come out. And this is just so great, because Leonardo DiCaprio plays it perfectly. And this is why he's such a great con man. And he basically comes out of the restroom, and he's like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm from the Secret Service or something like that. And he goes, you know, we've been looking for this Frank Abagnale Jr. too, you know what I mean? Like, you think the FBI is the only people in on this guy? Everybody's heard of this guy. We're in on him too, but he escaped before I got here, so we weren't able to get him. And then you have Tom Hanks' character who's like, oh, well, you know, basically they go back and forth about it, and then he's like, oh, well, can I see your badge? Because he doesn't quite believe him at first. But this is what's so great, is because this con man is so good. He made the FBI agent believe him. He basically gives him his wallet, and he's like, oh, you can keep that if you want. I don't really need it. And Tom Hanks, he believed him so much, he didn't even look at his wallet. He didn't even open it or anything like that. And then Frank Abagnale Jr., played by Leonardo DiCaprio, of course, he goes, you know, I'm going to take some of this evidence downstairs or something like that. And he's like, I'll be right back. And then it's not until after he leaves that Tom Hanks is like, wait a minute. And then he looks at the wallet and he sees it's not from the Secret Service. It sees that he actually is Frank Abagnale Jr., the guy that he's been looking for. And then he looks out the window and Frank's just taken off. Look, I think that is fantastic. And even at the end of the movie, when, you know, Frank's like, hey, you know, when he's captured and it looks like he's captured, they're on the airplane and he's like, hey, I need to use the restroom. And then they let him use the restroom, and then he's taking longer than usual, so, you know, the FBI agent, as usual, you know, gets a little suspicious, and he's like, hey, come out of there. And then they finally get into the restroom, and Frank has escaped through the toilet. Like, he pulled out the toilet and escaped through the toilet. It is fantastic. just the tricks that he pulled, and really Steven Spielberg shines again. You know, what makes Steven Spielberg so great, what makes him the best director of all time, in my opinion, is the fact that he has such a broad scope of movies. Like, he doesn't just do one movie. You look at Ready Player One, something that he did recently, and then you look at E.T., what he did back in the day, and then you look at Catch Me If You Can. They are three completely, totally different films, and that's why he is considered the best director of all time, because he hits them all out of the park. It doesn't matter what genre he does, what kind of movie type he does, he hits it out of the park every time, and Catch Me If You Can is no different, in my opinion. This movie is great, and like I said, the tricks that Leonardo DiCaprio's character plays on the FBI agent is absolutely fantastic, especially the airplane one. My goodness, especially the airplane one. And then you go to the ending of the film, which is really interesting because, you have Tom Hanks' FBI agent. He's trying to catch this guy the whole time, and the ending really takes you for a twist because, Leonardo DiCaprio, he goes and he's like, the whole movie, he's trying to get his mom and his dad back together. He's really trying to tell his dad, hey, you should call our mom, you should try to get back together with her. But he later finds out, after escaping the airplane, he later finds out that she has moved on with a different man. They have a kid. And he sees all this through a window, and then Tom Hanks finally catches up with him, and he's going to take him in, and at that point, he doesn't even care. I mean, he's just so broken that he's just like, just take me in. I don't even care, you know what I mean? Because he's just broken from seeing, his parents be split up and realizing, you know what, like, they're never going to get back together, you know what I mean? Because he strikes me more as of a daddy's boy than as a mommy's boy. So he really wanted his dad to reunite with his mom and them get back together. But then he sees that his mom is happy, and it really breaks him to the point where he's just like, you know what, I don't even want to run anymore. I'm done with this. Like, just take me in. I don't care. But that's not the great part. Look, if the movie ended like that, I would have problems with the movie. I would be, I was like, wow, what a dumb ending. Why would you end it like that? But the movie itself pulls a fast one on you because Tom Hanks' FBI agent then is like, you know what? This is going to be a little unorthodox, but we want to recruit you to be in the FBI. And it is just fantastic because he wants to recruit him to go chase down criminals like Frank, you know what I mean? People who know how to forge checks and, like, be imposters for different jobs and everything like that, So he tries to recruit him, and he really does recruit him to join the FBI, which really throws you for a loop at the ending of that movie because you're just sitting there like, wait a minute, what? That did not go the way I thought it would. And it's really fantastic. Look, I implore you guys, if you guys have not seen Steven Spielberg's Catch Me If You Can, I definitely believe you guys will enjoy this film. It has really everything you need from a film in it, and it's really one of the films I really enjoyed, and I really couldn't believe that it took me this long to see the film. So if I had to say, I would definitely say that you guys should definitely rent this movie, watch it whenever you get a chance, grab your significant other, grab your family, whatever it may be, and just watch this movie and really enjoy the greatness of Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, and Leonardo DiCaprio, because the movie is fantastic. But that's what I thought about Catch Me If You Can. Definitely let me know what you guys thought about Catch Me If You Can in the comments below. Did you guys like it? Did you not? Do you agree or disagree with some of my points on why or why not? And if you guys like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up and share it around all your friends. But with all that out of the way, thank you for watching.